triple. This morning, of course, that took place, that was won eventually by Chrissy Rouse, the Geordie boy on his powder blue motorcycle. Took the result just from Charlie King, the 16-year-old from Great Yarmouth Way. The standings going into this afternoon's race look like this. Chrissy Rouse leads the way on 86 points. Second, 9 points for South African Philip Atkinson. Third place for Freddie Pet on 66. Fourth place for the up-and-coming Charlie King, 53. Fifth place Dan Fuller on 46, ahead of Cox on 32. Sam Cox ahead of Tom Hayward by 2 points. Pictures is next up, ahead of Jesse James Jones and Dan Hellier. Tom Oliver has 19 points ahead of Alex of Spain. And then there's Ben Taylor next up in 13th place, ahead of Gavin Little in 14th, Luke Shelley 15th, Middlemass, Alistair Fagan, Gary Beardsley and Michael Corbino. The grid has Charlie King on pole position. The lad pushed himself through so hard that he did set the fast ahead of Freddie Pet, Chrissy Rouse and Phil Atkinson. The second row headed by Dan Hellier from Tom Oliver, Alicia and Sam Cox. Daniel Fuller heads up row 3 from Jesse James, Jones, Scott Pitchers and Tom Hayward. And Gary Beardsley is on row 4 alongside Luke Shelley, Sam Middlemass and Michael Corbino. We've got 31 riders on a packed grid here at Oulton Park in beautiful late sunshine. The Triumph Triple Challenge on its way for the second time today, starting and finishing the day as they pour into the first turn. And look at the crouching style of the man on the yellow bike, Charlie King, number 76.
Terrible line right around the outside. Good, keep your speed up, but if anything happens on the inside, you're going down. It's worked for him though. I think Rouse is in second. Good win in one in the Triumph Triple Challenge for Rouse. It was a good race actually.
And Charlie King, James, you feel rather old by telling you that Charlie King was born on the 2nd of August 1996.
Oh dear.
From Galston, Great. And look at that, he's opened up a few bike lengths already over Chrissy Rouse and Dan Hellier. So Charlie King, a hydraulic engineer apprentice, is really proving his worth here in the Triumph Triple Challenge. He's burst away at the front, set the fastest lap of the race in this morning's race, on his way to second place behind Chrissy Rouse. So King on that very prominent yellow is the way over the top of the hill. This is the Triumph Triple Challenge. Chrissy Rouse on the ups, and someone's gone straight on. Someone's down into the Knickerbrook area and has to go straight on and twitch his way through the barriers to rejoin the race.
Yeah. Problem is getting in clean, you know, when it's first lap and they're all strung out like this, the problem is finding a gap to get in.
He did that very tight.
He did quite well, didn't he?
No, almost invisible.
It did the filter lane.
Seamless. On the first lap,
there's somebody off there.
Someone's definitely off.
That's somewhere up the front.
A big swirl of dust there at Druids. We had a faller there amongst the 31 we found, and it's number 90 to win.
Yep.
From Helsham on the Littlewood Racing Triumph has gone. Shame, done at qualifying, was running strongly. Rouse attacking Charlie King. Rouse, the championship leader, has quite a handy lead in now of 17 points over Philip Atkinson. And it's King, Rouse, Pet, Atkinson in 4th place, and then Jones, Oliver and Fuller next up. Chrissy Rouse chasing Charlie King, number 76. Rouse burst out from behind Charlie King. King almost for a moment wasn't having it and bravely clings on. Chrissy Rouse, 55 from Newcastle-on-Tyne on the Stratstone Racing Triumph. Chased by number 76, Charlie King on the Pressure Integrity Racing Triumph.
And Freddie Pet, the man in 3rd there, the white bike, number 66. He's not out of this, you know, and he loves this Triumph Triple Challenge classes. He had 2 rounds, actually was completely dominant down there, the first round of the championship. Yeah. Really dominant.
And the 3 of them now come surging down the hill to that 2nd place, Freddie Pet, number 6. 21-year-old from Kings Lynn North. So both of those 2 East Anglian boys running in 2nd and 3rd place.
Oh, you don't want to be doing that.
Michael Corbino, getting himself in a bit of a state.
Yeah.
Philip always was a hard charger in this class there with his distinctive South African helmet on, running in 4th place. Philip Atkinson. His bike's prepped by Hampshire Motorcycles and Waterlooville. He's got some backing from Qingdao, which is a Chinese beer, which is rather impressive. I would say that's a nice little taste to have at the end of the day. Freddie Pet thinking about outbraking Charlie King. But, he didn't look too steady on his brakes himself, so he decided to pull out of it. Now, Chrissy Rouse is beginning to get away here at the front. Fastest man on track on the lap. 1:43.6 was Philip Atkinson, number 3.
I feel like it's strong, yes, in yesterday's race, but kind of got dropped a little bit towards the end, I've got to say.
Suffering a bit, isn't he, with some kind of cracked ribs and things. But this is the battle going on downfield. We've got Rouse, King, Pet and Atkinson running up front. And this is the Jones, Fuller, Oliver, Pitchers battle going on. Dropping down the hill. Say really struggling to stop that. That was number 37, Jones, dropping down the hill and dropping down just a bit deep. So Jesse James Jones from Basildon on the Jesse James Jones Racing Triumph. He looked as if he was, I was just going to say to James, some of these lads seem to have trouble keeping these triumphs in a straight line. Yeah, suddenly he couldn't anymore.
Brake too late, you've got to make a decision. You turn it to the corner, risk a crash or straight on, and it's kind of a, yeah, you ain't got long to do it either.
Here's Philip Atkinson inside, yeah. Freddie Pet, and just tidy as you like, clips through into 3rd place corner. So Atkinson on the move. Atkinson, a relative veteran, of course, in this class, the man from KwaZulu Natal, 29 years old now. Based in Hertfordshire, run Moose into 3rd place. But down the hill we go. Chrissy Rouse leading the way with Charlie King putting in a splendid effort in.
Atkinson looks a danger man here, Jack.
He does, yeah. Again, 1:43.7, faster than the other boys in front of him by about 3/10 of a second there.
He ran strong in race 1 yesterday, but he did drop off towards the end, ended about 3 or 4 seconds behind. It looked like he'd had a tired out. That's unusual in this class. That doesn't usually happen, but he's running strong now.
Well, he's been, you know, complaining a bit about still suffering ribs and things up till a couple of weeks ago. I don't know whether that might still nag him.
Maybe, and at later stages of the race. Yep.
So his battle is now led by number 22, Daniel Fuller from Milton under Wychwood on the Danik Racing Triumph. That beautiful bright red and white. And just behind him we got number 111 Pitchers. Meantime, the front men are having a thoroughly good. These Triumphs look a huge amount of fun to race, James. They just look a lot of fun to sling about.
Any class where you've got everybody and virtually identical bikes, like a single make, single tyre, was a lot of fun to ride, especially if you're at the front. But these bikes are lovely anyway. 6M5, 3-cylinder, nice. They steer lovely. Nice, and they're not massive things to throw around. They are a lot of fun. I'd agree with you.
Freddie Pet thought about, but Freddie Pet, he doesn't look very stable on the brake. Whenever he's thinking about an outbraking move, he seems to kind of outweave himself. It never looks quite solid enough to make the proceedings.
He keeps trying.
Round we go on Old Hall corner onto the 5th here, with Chrissy Rouse still running solidly at the front, and just for the moment Philip Atkinson seems to have lost that surge. Now he's caught up with them.
Correct, I think he has, yeah.
Chrissy Rouse by just about a half second leads the way from the bike of Charlie King, shaking its head as he drops. That's a big ridge they go over on the way to Island Bend.
Yeah, it's not it's almost like a big undulation. It goes up and then drops down, and it depends what bike you're on. Some bikes are not quick enough, like a 125 or a Motor 3. You can go over that ridge, keep it pinned, and then brake. I hope somebody's off. That looks like that's Freddie Pet. Freddie Pet.
So unstable on the braking. I think he's just may have lost it on the brakes.
You said.
Freddie Pet goes down then. Disappointment. Number 66, Freddie Pet drops the M40 Dales Racing Triumph. So he's out of proceeding. Now it's the 3-on-3 for the top three rostrum places here. And Freddie Pet out of the reckoning when he might have been the man who's third in the championship. It's a chance for Charlie King on the yellow machine to move into the top three in the Triumph Triple Challenge. Especially as he's been, of course, he's a newcomer to the championship, really, because he just finished runner the Triumph Young Guns last year, Charlie King.
Christ, he's a newcomer to life in general. That's only 16.
Yeah. Now this battle going on here, there's a bit of a change there. Very neat, and I think that might be number 111,
going
Scott
past
Pitchers.
Yep, going past Fuller, definitely.
Pitchers on the Team SP Racing Triumph from Lower Compton, that's wherever it may be. Drops into Old Hall Corner now in 4th place. Daniel Fuller second, and now Lester is next up ahead of number 2, Tom Oliver from Colchester. At the front, Chrissy Rouse, Stratstone Racing, leads the way. Philip Atkinson in 3rd place on the... it's no good, I can't to pronounce this bit. Qingdao beer, the Qingdao WK Bikes Pure Triumph 675, running in 3rd place.
Yep. Good stuff it is. You've got a massive bottle. I don't think he's got the way up. Here we go.
I thought Charlie King was...
Oh,
wow, that was brave. Can he turn it? Yes, he can. Did he get the drive up the hill? No, he doesn't.
That was a massive fencing thing, that, because Chrissy Rouse knew exactly what would happen. It was bound to push him wide mid-corner. I mean, he'd come out. This is King coming out the corner slowly, and Rouse played that perfectly. I mean, it didn't work eventually, but, yeah.
Tell you what, Charlie King, he's as brave as his elbows, isn't he? He sticks them out and he uses them. He drive up the hill, Chrissy goes round the outside.
I've got to say, Chrissy Rouse isn't shy either.
Oh, not at all. Well, you know, bullying Geordie boy, you expect that, really.
Yep.
But this is terrific racing these guys are supplying. When you consider that last year, Guyver virtually ran away with this series. This is a fairly wide open one.
Yep.
So Chrissy Rouse for Strat Racing. Nine. Six. Neck.
I did have a look. That's exactly. And then
Oh, yeah.
brilliant circuit to ride round. He's got a bit of it.
So I think
This like no. Getting to injured.
down the hill. The hill. Who actually comes
Close.
there. The fact pitch fourth. The period.
In the
I'm just that 20. So that
Take a
very impressive.
6 silly by and he had
Machine produce. Okay, so
yeah.
Rouse is a handle of 7. Take his second victory of the day and his lead of triple. Cross of the line now for Stratstone. The excellent King third at him and a separate run and they're changing. Done for thoroughly dominated. Escape. They're starting out on the Charlie yeah. Done. The test. Taylor. There's and just be from on the control drive play tends 70 minutes
two five. Better. Yeah, off you go. That she had it. Like the with just try and yeah.
thing. Drive to pitches. Main won the Triumph Young Guns Championship in 2001, moved in force of the about next one.